Welcome to Knights of Roleplay, an adventuring podcast. This is an actual play 5th edition Dungeons & Dragons podcast. Royalty-free music provided by Kevin MacLeod, Plate Mail Games, and Tabletop Audio. And now, to adventure. Hello and welcome. My name is Chris Buckner. I'm the primary Dungeon Master for Knights of Roleplay and Adventuring podcast. A month ago, the party used the Stargate to travel to an unknown plane, only to discover it was a place of harmful negative energy. Upon returning through the Stargate, they defeated shadowy versions of themselves that were released when they entered the negative plane. As our adventure begins, it is Stardate 0703.82. Over the past month, the Star Runner crew has made 350 gold pieces per crew member for various missions. It is early evening, and you are all at the Laughing Beholder Tavern enjoying food, drink, and the always interesting conversations with the Beholder Tavern Keep Luigi. After helping a customer at the bar, Luigi floats over to your table and says, "Hey, that guy at the bar just told me that an Illithid ship pulled into the docks. The ship has a purple circle on it with an X in the middle. Has your crew ever seen any Illithid ships with that symbol?" You all know that the symbol means the ship belongs to the Illithid Empire, the group responsible for Captain Braun's death. You learned of the Illithid Empire while on the planet Dakur, where you rescued the female human who led a rebellion against the Empire after they conquered her home planet. When Braun was killed, the Empire was searching for the astrolabe that is currently in your possession, which is said to be able to locate an ancient and powerful ship that is simply known as the Spelljammer. How do you respond to Luigi's question?
Has anybody blown up their ship yet?
Not that I know of, Strax.
You want us to?
You just like to blow up Illithid ships?
Well, these particular ones, yeah.
So, you know what that means then?
Bad.
No.
Bad.
I just feel like blowing
Bad.
up. You know.
I guess, do you know what the Illithid Empire is?
Bad.
Well, no, not really. We have an Illithid embassy here on the rock.
Bad.
You're gonna have to remind me. We had done some research with that, but they weren't really
Luigi,
connected to
has
the
anyone
Empire.
come off of that boat that you're aware of in the rock itself?
Say that again.
Has anyone come off of the boat that you're aware of, or are they still on it?
Come off of the ship?
Yes.
I don't really know. The guy at the bar just told me that they were down there in the docks. I'm not sure how long ago that they got there.
If they dock, they've probably come aboard. Well,
Last time we saw that symbol, Braun died.
Oh,
Bad.
they were the ones that did that?
Yeah.
yeah, they're a group known as everybody was saying, the Illithid Empire. Supposedly they have control of a fair chunk of deep space, and we kind of had to get away from them last time.
And from what we've heard, they're also here as well.
Well, no, I don't think the embassy was connected.
Correct.
Do you remember that? We researched that.
The
but
the Illithid embassy on the rock is not connected to the Illithid Empire, no.
No,
It's a meta.
they're just to be avoided. Like all
Rewind
of
that
it.
whole statement. Please disregard.
Yeah, no. we had looked into the embassy, but they're not connected, at least not yet, that we know
That
of.
we are aware
So,
of.
Yeah.
Well, I say we blow up the embassy before they do.
Arvine ignores you.
Strax is typically violent today.
Yeah, well, I'm on edge.
He is what he is.
Violence amidst violence.
Somebody just told me that, a giant empire of Illithids that we've had to run away from before has
Janie doesn't want
suddenly
this ship.
docked here.
We know their captain's looking for the Spelljammer. Or their leader.
I don't think we've told him
Yes,
about
we
that.
did. We asked him about the Spelljammer.
Yeah, we did.
We did.
We asked him
Yes.
if he knew what
I
it
haven't
was.
told him why
No.
we asked him about the Spelljammer. And
Yeah,
why am I
I was
telling
gonna
him
say,
now?
I don't think we need. I
That's
don't think
a-
we're
I just-
talking to him
yeah,
about it like
yeah.
bosom buddies.
Yeah.
You know.
Right.
But again, I have not told him certain details.
Loose lips and all.
Meta.
Luigi, my cup is dry here. Can you pour me another drink, please?
Oh, yeah, sure.
You can pour him a drink. I'm out. Ship bad. Janie, go take care of it.
So Luigi floats back over to the bar to get Matisse another drink, and the doors to the tavern swing open, and a pair of shock troopers from the Illithid Empire walk in wearing their distinctive white armor and carrying their modified laser rifles. They separate, moving in different directions around the room as if looking for someone. 2 more shock troopers enter the tavern and take positions flanking the doors.
Oh, it looks like they've come to
Irvine
us.
pulls her hood up like more and more over her hair.
Okay.
Hey, Luigi.
Janie assumes a fighting stance. Janie's pissed.
It takes like about a minute, but Luigi comes back over and he's guiding a drink over to Matisse using their telekinetic eye sock.
She's
Those guests that just
has her
entered.
hand.
Trust me on this
Yeah.
one. They're unwanted guests.
Oh, that's them, huh?
Yeah.
I gotcha.
Janie's eyes are starting to be on fire.
Starting to be on fire.
Irvine
Yeah.
kind of puts a gentle arm on her and says, hold.
Just remember, Janie, there's a lot of collateral damage here right now. So we have to wait until at least the others are out
In
of
your head,
harm's
you hear
way.
Janie go, collateral damage has already been done.
Which I understand that, but we don't want all of these people in here to
Her
be in
eyes are
harm's
still
way.
burning. She's
Okay.
really pissed.
So one of the shock troopers points at Matisse.
Oh, shit.
Well, I'm blue. How can I hide?
Bitch in the room.
Wait, didn't I do like a disguise thing, I thought?
I don't think
You've
you
been
found
doing
a
it
way
every
to
day.
disguise your blueness. That's
I thought I had worked.
I mean,
but
you got a cloak, but that's about all. You're very tall.
You hadn't told me anything, Greg, with regard to
Okay.
like wanting to be disguised every single day that you live on the rock.
That's
So
true.
now there's ogres.
That's true.
Arvine surreptitiously grabs her 2 laser sword hilts and has them at the ready.
So the
She turns to Luigi and says,
the one at the door points to the ones that are circling the room and motions them to go over to your table. And they basically come around from the back of the bar, and they come over and you hear one of them say through their helmet, like, "Get up! You're coming with us.
Is there something I can help you with?
Just get up, and there won't be any trouble."
Arvine looks at Luigi and kind of raises an eyebrow. And then she turns to them and says, I don't think that she is.
I don't think it's on Luigi to start this problem.
Luigi tries to talk to them, and he says, "Hey, what seems to be the problem here?" And the trooper just says, "This isn't your concern." He says, "It's in my bar. I think it is my concern." He says, "Go away. This is official Illithid Empire business." He says, "Nah, you got to get out of my bar."
He's a role playing with himself. I like it.
I kind of want to see where this goes. Arvine's just kind of waiting. She's
Nah, I
at the
don't wanna-
ready.
Nah, Strax isn't waiting. Strax is
How
shooting.
many of them are around us?
4.
There's 2 close to your table, sort of behind you, and there's 2 up by the front doors.
My hand goes to my laser
But
sword.
there's 2 like right near us.
Correct. Yes.
Okay.
I look at you, Janie, and tap my head.
Go.
Can you hold the 2 at the door?
That's what I was thinking.
Okay.
Oh, I was wondering if I might be able to do all 4 if they're close enough.
He turns to Matisse. He says, "Get up, or I start shooting."
Are they? Is the door within 30 feet of us?
Hold.
Hold.
I should say I will get up, but I'm not going to go quietly. I don't know why they would know me specifically.
I have very few offensive spells. You know that? Oh well.
Well, you're the Iron Man, so you can just make us like do stuff.
I am Iron Man.
That's a fun parallel. He's a little more curmudgeonly.
I say to him, I don't know what your purpose is, but I'm not going to go quietly with you.
Oh, depending on the answer to
The answer to your question, Sarah, is no. It's not within 30 feet of you.
Okay, so they have to be within 30 feet. So I could hold the 2 that are next to us,
can you?
or I could try.
I don't know. Can you use the
The one that's next to you, Greg, says, "Last chance. Get up."
All right, Arvine draws her laser swords and attacks the one that
I was
after
just
the
about to start shooting,
That's-
but
yeah.
yeah.
Okay. Let's roll some
I was
initiative.
gonna try and hold him first, but okie dokie.
Dun, 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 dun. Okay, there we go. 14. Not bad.
Come on, big money. Roll well.
Big money,
That's
no
not
whammy.
well.
Stop. Wham, wham.
Nice. Wow.
It's always a lot of fun because Strax is just sitting here waiting for his opportunity to start shooting, and everybody keeps talking.
Jeannie just rolled initiative very appropriate for her level of investment right now.
This is true.
Boom,
You
boom,
could move
pow.
closer to the ones at the door now. Hopefully.
So for the listeners, I'm using the Giant Book of Battle Mats, Volume 2 from Loki, and I'm on page 37. I'm using some of their scenery, like decals as well.
Please sponsor us.
I just added a bunch of these to my Amazon wish list.
So, Kate,
We're here.
Are we at this table?
correct.
Okay.
We should add that they're not to be confused with the series that is on Disney Plus.
It's Lokie.
I was talking to
Loki.
Jeannie. Jeannie was probably next to Strax.
Pew, 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 pew.
And the door is over here.
Correct.
No. Now, of course, is the time that I would want my Brooch of Shielding, but somebody had to have a magic gun.
GH88 and... They're probably near to you, Strax.
Oh, okay.
Whoa. Oh.
That's Luigi.
Luigi.
Oh, that's Luigi. Oh, sure. Oh, that's Luigi.
Wait, what is that?
Is he actually back here, or is he actually like?
Behind the bar.
He's kind of on the cross right there.
Yeah, put him more into that square. Yeah, I got there. Yeah.
10.
Okay, so he's 35 for me.
Okay, you know what?
Backed up
I'm
like
going
one or
to
two,
do
I could probably
I'm
get
gonna do
everyone.
that.
Okay. So, and so we got the map set up. So then,
Photologger.
Sarah, if you do not mind,
I do mind, but you know.
papers, come on. There we go.
This is the first time we've actually seen Luigi.
It's the first time he's actually had to fight.
Well, we don't.
Usually
know
his
if
bar just gets blown up.
Fighting.
Well, he was there for the little Tweety Bird issue.
That was just a dream, though.
I know.
But no, he was. Do you remember when the
He was
rock?
there in spirit.
Do you remember when the rock was invaded?
Yes. Yeah.
He came flying out of the bar.
Yes.
And he was
Shooting things left
shooting
and right.
everybody.
Okay, so just so you know, with my new thing, so if I have Aura of Courage, Aura of Warding, so if you're within 10 feet of me, you can't be frightened and you can't take damage. You have resistance to damage from spells.
And the +2 for.
You just can't take damage.
You just can't take it.
Right?
Just as long as you're
No
within
damage for
10
you.
feet, no damage.
No damage.
Busted.
Busted! Woo, woo.
Good. We're protected in case Luigi misses.
Oh.
And Aura of Protection, that gives +2 to bonuses for saving
Initiative,
throws.
Janie?
20. I always feel like Luigi's stalking me.
Arvine?
15.
15. And Strax?
11.
You say that a lot. Matisse?
14.
14.
Yeah, I did roll a very appropriate initiative for me.
Okay. And then I have to get some initiative for myself. I'll start with Luigi.
Kate goes before me, I think.
Chrissy will get the initiative board going here in a second.
Well, I got
And then
14, you got 15.
Storm Poopers.
So she's first.
Stormtroopers.
You're second. I'm third. He's fourth.
You mean,
We don't know where the others are yet.
clock troopers?
Yes.
Okay.
The electrical volt troopers.
Setting up initiative board.
when you put your finger in the plug.
Look at me in the Twilight Zone.
Okay.
And I got no privacy.
So I've got like final details on Strax and GH88 now, and I finally started getting most of the color on Arvine. So we're very close to the
Okay, so our initiative order is Janie, Kalashdar, Sorceress, Arvine, SMR Fighter Rogue, Matisse, Diva Paladin, Strax, Hobgoblin Artificer Fighter, Luigi, Beholder, and the Shock Troopers.
Yes, the last.
I'm not too worried about anyway. They're shock troopers. They wouldn't be able to hit us.
He has to take them down before someone escapes or uses the radio.
Okay, so top of the initiative, Janie, Kalashdar, Sorceress. So there are patrons in the bar. They are all going underneath their tables. So
Good to know.
So what are you saying about
You're saying
fire?
I shouldn't fireball the bar.
even if there was nobody in here, it's probably still a bad idea.
Luigi might Luigi might be a little pissed.
Luigi and I are tight, man.
I don't know if it's burning bar tight.
He loves me.
Does he have a helper who could lead them out of here?
So those tables, hold on, Greg. Those tables would be difficult terrain,
Okay.
and there's also people under those tables.
And this?
There's basically a bar in the center that's in the shape of a circle.
Oh, okay.
So Luigi flies
cool.
flies in and out of there.
Do I have GH88 on top of the bar?
You do.
Well, I guess.
Am I in the bar?
Strax is in the bar.
Am I on the bar?
This
That's
square
okay.
is
That's
more
fine.
Strax
open
is
space
at
than
the bar.
That's fine.
Yeah.
I am between
not
bar and
surprisingly.
table, which is the perfect place for me.
All right, so Janie, it is your turn.
Okay. Well, in that case, I am going to. So if I move here, I'd be 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 5, 10, 20, 25, 30. Would I be 30 feet from both of them if I backed up right here?
Looks like it.
Yes, it does look like it. Yep.
Okay. So I'm gonna take a step 5 feet back here,
Okay.
which is gonna put me within 30 feet of all 4 shock troopers.
Okay.
And I'm gonna cast a 5th level hold person, which
Okay.
lets me target 4 targets.
Okay.
So they all need to make a wisdom saving throw.
Wisdom saving throw.
Saving throw, don't you know?
What is the DC?
DC 18.
18
Ooh, that's
wisdom.
pretty good.
Okay. Wisdom. Where we go? There we go. There's a cat meowing next to me. All right, wisdom. Okay, so let's see. I'll go
hold on,
A,
hold
B.
on.
Oh, hold on, holding.
Humanoids must be within 30 feet of each other.
Oh, they're not.
So you get 2 of them.
I would probably. Are you closer to the ones near the door?
I probably more likely want to hold the ones at the door, right?
Yeah.
They're the ones
Then in
where
that
like
case, I'm not going to waste a 5th level.
Sure. Sure.
Retconning.
It's all good.
I just read that, sorry. That the humanoids must be within 30 feet of each other when you target them.
It's all good.
Okay, because the range is 60, but they have to be within 30 feet of each other. Okay, so that's going to be a 3rd level, and I am going to target,
The 2
ones
at the door. Okay.
and it's still an 18 wisdom saving throw.
Wisdom 18. Here we go. Fail. Wisdom. Fail. Okay, so those 2 seem to stop moving. I assume they're
Okay,
paralyzed.
so they're paralyzed for the duration. At the end of each of their turns, they can make another wisdom saving throw. On a success, the spell ends on the target.
Okay.
It is concentration, so
Okay.
Would Arvine know enough about that spell to know if attacking them breaks the hold? Like if they take damage, does the hold get broken?
Sometimes that happens, but Sarah's
It
reading
doesn't say that attacking them would break it.
Okay.
They are paralyzed, which means
They're
I think you
paralyzed.
actually get advantage
That's
on certain
right.
attacks
Advantage, and
against
it's auto crits if you hit 2, I think.
them.
Say this guy.
I think paralyzed is pretty
Let's
gnarly.
look it up.
Paralyzed creature is incapacitated and can't move or speak. Creature automatically fails strength and dexterity saving throws. Attack rolls against the creature have advantage. Any attack that hits the creature is a critical hit if the attacker is within 5 feet.
Nice.
All right.
So
go
Arvine
roll
knows
up on
exactly what she's gonna
So
say.
A and B are paralyzed, right? A and B. C, D.
Yeah.
Are we missing B?
Where is B?
Yeah, I thought I.
You didn't put B down?
What the heck? Oh, there's
Did you put it in your butt?
this piece.
Was it in your
You
butt?
miss B.
B.
Miss B.
B
Miss
for
B.
butt.
Miss B. Miss B. Miss B. Miss B.
He does not approve of my maturity.
Okay, so we, for the listeners who don't know, we use lettered markers. So we have Shock Trooper A, B, C, and D. And I'll put this up there. Okay, so A and B, I have to make a note to myself here. They are hold personed.
Whammied.
I'm just going to put held. Held.
Hold.
All right. So those two are held. That was Janie's turn.
Oh, hold on.
Oh, there's
That's
still
not
more.
my turn yet.
There's still more.
I'm also going to use sorcery points to quicken spell, which is going to turn one of my cantrips into a bonus action cantrip. And I'm going to cast Firebolt on Shock Trooper C. So I'm going to spend 2 sorcery points to do that.
Okay, so making
So I'm making a cantrip into a bonus action
okay,
cantrip, because it's a leveled spell and a cantrip,
okay.
Yep.
right?
Yep.
And I will Firebolt Shock Trooper C.
Shock Trooper C, got it.
So I'm rolling. That's going to be for AC 24.
24 will hit.
Awesome. It's 3d10.
Firebolt comes shooting out.
That'll be for 8 plus 12. That'll be for 20.
Nice. Okay.
All right, and
Burns
I
up
need
a big spot in the front armor. Oh, you got a wild surge.
I wild surged once. I wild surged once.
Okay, so wild surge. Here we go.
So your emotions get the better of you,
That's
and
a 44.
44.
Oh boy.
This is very appropriate.
Burst of
for
energy
Janie.
flares out around
Very cool.
Janie.
For the next minute, I can teleport up to 20 feet as a bonus action on each of my turns.
Nice.
Nice.
Oh,
Very cool.
Are you
Stealth.
going Tanya to be evil right now?
That'll be my turn.
Okay.
Oh, I just totally tweaked out the audio. I'm sorry.
Yeah, don't forget to lean away from the mic.
Sorry.
I
I
love
was
that
too busy
anime.
evil laughing.
That's awesome.
Tanya the
Okay.
evil.
Arvine, Asmar, Fighter Rogue, you are up.
So,
Was he bloody?
No.
okay, so Arvine's gonna zip right over there into the face of that one, who's paralyzed.
And boom boom pow.
He's about to have a bad day.
Boom, boom, pow.
Got that boom boom pow.
So it, let's see here, AC 27 to hit,
That
so
does hit.
auto critical.
Ooh.
So
Double those dice, man.
right.
Ooh.
So
Someone's gonna get annihilated.
Fire in her eyes was a good thing.
36.
She's got fire eyes.
6.
Basically, she's
So then
looking
that's
like
42.
42
Total force
Firestar.
damage.
on one hit.
Firestar from the Spider-Man.
How much was that?
42.
Oh my god. The answer to life, the universe, and everything.
Okay, so you bloody that shock trooper with that hit.
Okay. All right, and she sweeps back up again with the same laser sword.
Okay.
So
The poor shock trooper is just stuck there, and you like smash him in the head with your laser sword.
Great. Sure.
I'm sorry, were you talking?
Big money.
Big money, no whammy.
So, would AC 18 hit?
Yes.
Auto critical. So
You just like saying that.
right? It's
Yeah,
fun.
she likes saying
that's a
auto-crit.
nice synergy with
You're
Jamie.
welcome.
So let's see here, Kate Lakey. 18 magical force damage.
18.
Yep.
Oh, did she just automatically roll the extra dice?
I
Yeah.
made an assumption that with my plus 11 to hit, I would probably hit him. Because he's a shock trooper.
Well, that shock trooper goes down.
Oh, okay.
0, 0, and then on the
42
floor
plus what?
dead.
What's that?
42 plus what?
Plus 18.
Plus another 18.
So they have 60 or less.
60 or less.
Okay. So then Arvine is going to bonus action dash to get into the face of this one. As I cross the doorway, I look out. Do I see a bunch of white armor outside?
As you cross the door, the door's closed at the moment.
Are there windows in it or something, like little bars? Or
There are windows, like you can see here on the map.
Okay. All
There
right.
are
I'm trying to
windows
look
there.
out the front and see what's outside as I'm up there, just to
Portholes.
observe.
There's basically like frosted glass there, and you see movement, but you're not sure what's out there.
Okay. All right. So then let's see here. She's going to action surge.
Okay. Action surge.
I get to teleport.
Play this game again.
But at this rate, you're not going to get another
I
turn.
know.
Critical for 2 reasons.
Oh, wow.
Let's
Real
see here.
Chris.
Yeah. So 7. So 13 magical force damage.
13. Again, another one sitting there frozen. You smash him in the gut.
Okay. And we're gonna go again.
Do it again. Do it again.
That'll hit for AC 27.
Okay, that does it.
16 magical force
16.
damage. So
Okay, another good hit on the shoulder at the time. Bam.
yeah, and then she's just going to use the rest of her movement to kind of peel off to the sides so she's not in line of sight, or someone else is going to try to attack him.
Okay. Gotcha.
Yeah, right over there. And that'll be it.
Matisse, Diva Paladin.
Okay, so
Nice. Would you like your guy back?
Sure.
You didn't last long.
see.
C has been hit, yes. C.
Although you'll
That's-
provoke
He
if
was
you move.
already on you, so.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It's pretty obvious that shock trooper doesn't have a melee attack.
Okay.
So it's
That's
up to you
true.
if you want to move.
Yeah, so
I'll just attack.
The trooper, I mean,
He's the one that probably says stand up and go.
Right, he's the one that's been, like, pointing a
He's been
gun
sassing
at your
you.
head.
Yes, so
been sassing you, boy.
all up in your face.
All up in your blue grill.
So Matisse is attacking shock trooper D. A has already been destroyed by Arvine.
critical.
A regular critical. Matisse doesn't need to be have a held target, unlike Arvine.
Oh! Them's fighting words.
I'm gonna put
DM is spicy.
DM is extra saucy ginger tonight.
a level 1 smite on that.
Yeah.
So let's see. So
Because you're kind of pissed.
Maybe not as pissed as Jamie.
3,
Maybe
4, 5, 6, 7, 8,
Get all them dices.
9.
Look at Janie
What level
back
are
to
you
back
doing?
with the beholder.
Level 1.
You're just
I'm
getting all
liking
your dice
that.
ready for
Yeah.
bigger stuff. Okay.
That right there makes me
see.
really happy.
All right, so level 1 smite, and it's a critical, so it's going to be
So it's 2 for the weapon, 2 for the radiant.
And another 2 to
Three to
double
get
it.
ready, 3 to go.
So a total of 6 more d8s plus the 2 you already rolled.
Well, hold on. So 2 for the weapon, 2 for the radiant, and then first level 1 is 2 dice.
Yeah.
So you have 4.
He already rolled 2 though.
Oh, you already rolled 2.
He already rolled
Gotcha,
his
gotcha.
weapon and radiant for the base damage.
Gotcha.
Nice.
That's a good number of
Good
8s and
numbers there,
7s.
bud.
Okay.
Good roll. Good roll.
Good roll.
Good roll.
All right, so 16.
Those poor shock troopers.
19.
I'm sorry, are you sympathizing with the shock troopers?
22.
Who are you and what did you do with Kate?
30. 35.
That's a good
39. Plus 2.
That's awesome. Love
So
it.
41.
41.
Yep.
Okay. So that guy's giving you some mouth, and you get up and smash him right in the ribs with your laser sword. That was D.
And if anybody's asking,
for
in case anybody's keeping track, we did shoot first.
And ask questions later.
Okay, so that.
Okay, so D is bloodied with that hit.
Okay, so it's going to be 20 to hit.
20 does hit.
And that one is going to be. Let's see, so it's 13 plus 6. 19.
19?
Yep.
Okay. 19. So then, with your second hit, you smash that stormtrooper, shock trooper at the side of the head, and it goes down.
Yeah, we don't want Disney on us. Thank you.
Fighting back to back with Luigi. That's pretty sweet.
So Janie, Castle Person, then Arvine and Matisse run up and destroy a couple of those shock troopers right off the bat. And then we're moving on to Strax, Hobgoblin, Artificer, Fighter, and Constructs.
Well, there's nobody left here.
Sorry,
You
not
still
sorry.
have B and C.
I guess from where I am, I will just take aim at B. See if I can finish him off.
Okay.
I am not within 5 feet, so I don't auto-critical, but I do still get advantage.
All right.
We.
So, let's see. So, fire missile number 1.
Fire hand crossbow.
26
26 hits.
for minimum damage, 7.
7. Okay.
Fire missile number 2.
Hits him in the
A little
shoulder.
better. Hit AC more for
Okay.
same damage.
Same damage.
Fire missile number 3.
Hits him in the leg and bloodies him.
Okay.
Okay, can you turn that marker over, please?
AC 20.
20.
Again for minimum damage. You are fired, you D6.
C. C.
Okay.
Oh.
C.
Is D.
I thought he was
Wait,
going
he
after
was
D.
shooting
Yeah,
at D.
I thought
I'm
he
shooting
was
him.
shooting a B.
B.
Oh, I'm sorry. Sorry.
Yeah, I was so
Sorry,
confused.
So that's 2 sevens. That's 2 7 hits on B.
Who was already bloody?
I'm like,
2
I
7
know I'm
hits
in
on.
the right place.
What, did he already kill me and he moved on? I was like, I don't know what's going on.
Okay. B is still there and bloodied.
He's still there, and buddy. Okay,
Yes.
so my, that was my second hit. Yes, right. I've completely lost track now. All right, third missile. I'll just reroll it. Whatever. For some reason, I'm thinking I got another. I don't know. It's number 3. Yep. Cocked. AC 20, dirty 20.
That hits
For 9.
for 9. Okay, you put 3 crossbow bolts into that shock trooper. It is still paralyzed and not moving, and is still up.
Darn it, wasn't enough.
Having a bad day.
I'm going to send TH-88 over to,
SDO1.
or SDO-1, sorry, over to harass C.
Steel Defender is harassing shock trooper C. Got it.
TH-88 is,
Hide behind Luigi.
yeah, just gonna
Hide behind
just gonna
a
step
pile
us
of
just
dead
gonna just gonna
bards.
step us out of there.
There.
And that's turn.
And that's turn. Okay, Luigi gets to go. So let me read this beholder stuff here.
Look away.
The beholder shoots 3 of the following magical eye rays at random. Reroll duplicates. Okay, here we go. D10.
I think Luigi should be able to choose.
I'm just running it like it says here. So here we go.
You're too by the rules, Chris.
9. Disintegration ray.
Bye, B.
Nice knowing you.
I bet B has
What was
less
that you were saying,
than...
John?
All right. So he shoots at B. And B has to make a dexterity saving throw, which I'm pretty sure that B
Automatically fails.
So B takes 10d8 force damage.
Oh my god, even if he rolls all ones.
Let me see here.
Not just die.
Can you help me?
Extra
The
dead.
D8s.
Thanos fingers.
So long, Bob.
Yes. Oh, that's a really bad snap.
Yeah,
There we go.
Thanos snapping here.
Yeah.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay.
Way to make my round feel useless, by the way.
10d8
welcome.
force damage. Here we go. Let's see. 10, 20,
What was that you're saying about Jane
30.
not being that good friends with Luigi?
40, 47 force damage.
Goodbye.
If the damage reduces the creature to 0 hit points, which it does,
You think?
By a lot.
its body becomes a pile of fine gray dust. So Luigi just zap this green ray, totally disintegrates Shock Trooper B into a pile of dust.
Thank you, Luigi.
Well done.
Arvine's like right next to him, like,
Mid swing.
Awesome.
Luigi's gonna he's gonna direct 2 more beams at Shock Trooper C. So let's see, which beam does Shock Trooper C get?
I'm so excited to play with a beholder.
it's nice to have a beholder as an ally.
Right?
Very bad to have one as an enemy.
Okay.
Right?
We should hire him.
So I got 2, which is paralyzing ray, Constitution saving throw.
Perfect. You don't have to worry about it.
Arvine would enjoy the heck out of
I
that.
don't have to hold him.
Gotta know when to hold them.
Now.
Know when to fold them.
That Shock Trooper actually makes the saving throw though, and it's not.
no.
It's not paralyzed.
Oh.
Wow.
All right, so beam number 3 from
Got
Luigi.
intestinal fortitude over there.
I've rolled 9 like 4 times, but I can't take the same one. Okay, 8 petrification ray.
Oh.
Just as good.
Just as good.
Dexterity
I'll take it.
save.
That's worse.
18. Wow, it's petrification. Oh, that guy makes the saving throw again.
Wow.
He's watched what happened to all his buddies.
He's the one
like,
that's
I
been
don't
staying
know,
back
part of
from the fight.
I was gonna say if he got petrified, Luigi can put him in his restaurant.
So he did not get paralyzed or petrified.
It's not saying much, but he's the smartest of them all.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's Luigi's turn. He kind of yells, "Get the fuck out of my bar!"
Two. Just the one.
as he disintegrates the one, and then turns around and tries to go at the other one, who is very good against petrification and paralyzation, apparently. And now it is the Shock Troopers. A couple more come bursting into the front door.
Dang it.
Dang it.
Shitsky.
All right.
A and B still?
No,
C
those are
and D.
going to be E and
These poor
F.
guys have no idea what's about to hit them.
They come inside there and start shooting.
Oh.
Oh,
E and where's my F? F you, F.
I hope we don't get to you.
Right? Okay. So a couple more Shock Troopers come through E and F. So let's see. E is going to shoot at Arvine, who's right next to them. Shock troopers. Okay. Do attack on Arvine. AC 16's probably not going to get you. Okay.
That's on brand.
Shooting like a stormtrooper. Let's see. Okay. And then F is going to shoot at probably the same person that's closest.
Sure.
AC 17.
Miss.
Still miss. And then
On brand.
that shock trooper back there is going to just turn and shoot at SD01, who's right next to him.
Oh.
AC 19
That, I think, hits.
for 5 force damage on SD01. Pew!
Pew pew.
Okay. And that is the shock troopers' turns. Those two idiots that just ran in there have no idea that their friend just got disintegrated by a beholder.
What is this dust? You telling me I've been eating the crew?
Everybody's dead, Dave.
Everybody's dead, Dave.
British humor.
Love it.
Yes, Dave. Everybody's dead, Dave. Sorry, Greg.
Our nerdiest followers will appreciate it.
I don't even know what that's from.
Red Dwarf.
So
Oh,
good.
I should know.
So good.
I've seen those actually.
Okay. So we are at the top of round 2.
Should I
And-
second verse, same as the first?
We have
on board
shock
with it.
troopers C, E, and F, none of whom are bloodied. And I don't think that anybody in the party has been hit except SD01, who Strax's Steel Defender. So Janie, Kalashtar, Sorceress.
I mean, the worry would be that they get back out the door and bring a whole army in here, right? So,
Right.
yeah, I'm down with that.
Yeah, so I say second verse, same as the first. I'm gonna go another third level hold person
On E and F that just came in.
on ENF that just came in.
All right.
So that's gonna be a wisdom saving throw.
I'm almost thinking to leave them there to block the door.
Yeah.
All right.
But
F
no,
fails. E succeeds.
Oh, okay. Well then,
All right. So F is held.
F is held.
F is effed.
Yes, it is. In fact.
And since it worked so well last time, I think I'm gonna go ahead and convert some sorcery points again. And, well, let's see if I
Wild search.
don't wild surge that time.
No wild search.
Convert some sorcery points and firebolt again. So that'll be AC.
Might be pretty chumpy.
AC 12.
12. The firebolt shoots wide.
Okay. Well,
Luigi's like, careful of the bar.
that'll be my turn then.
Scorches the wall a little bit. It's okay though.
That'll be my turn then.
All right. Arvine,
Oh, did
Asimar.
I tried to cast it, so okay.
did. Arvine,
All right,
Asimar,
so
fight a road.
She sees F lock up, and she runs right over here in front and just lays into F.
Okie dokie.
Kinky.
Right.
F and F.
I thought it was an S and an M.
Whoa. Kinky.
S F F M M.
AC 29 to hit.
That hits.
That is a whole bunch of ones on this sneak attack.
Ooh.
Unfortunate. Oh, wow. And a 1 on a damage die.
The poor dude's already paralyzed.
8, 12, 16, 21 plus 6, so 27.
27.
Magical force damage.
That was on F.
Yep.
Okay, locks up. Smash him in the shoulder.
Okay.
Not bloodied.
Sure. Alright, so.
More attacks.
Gonna swing again.
Laser sword again. Zero, zero.
Critical.
Regular
normal
critical.
Regular critical?
Yes.
Critical. That means she gets to roll
6.
3 times the number.
14
14.
magical force damage.
Okay.
We have to record it so we can
that
just
that
say
hit
it.
Bloody's
Just
F.
play it.
Okay. So then offhand attack.
Okay.
Okay, does AC 16 hit?
16 is not.
Really?
Easy trigger!
Oh,
It's probably
Not
around
me
17.
this time.
You're swinging your laser swords around in this wild flourish, and you happen
That's
to misstep.
unfortunate.
Probably like 17.
Yeah.
okay.
Or 18.
Da-dum. I guess she's gonna cut her losses and she will back away from this guy without provoking.
Okay.
'Cause she attacked him.
Yep.
And she's just
Well,
He's paralyzed anyway.
yeah, that's right. Right? Yeah, she can't
Well,
provoke
E
him,
isn't,
right?
though.
Yeah,
Right, but she's not.
Provoking.
She's staying
not-
adjacent to E for reasons. She's leaving room for area effects, but she's staying adjacent for reasons. So
She
good?
is E adjacent.
Yeah.
Wow.
Matisse, Diva Paladin.
As opposed to downtown adjacent. Let's see.
I like to be adjacent to downtown. Giggity.
So it goes over here.
Your glasses are not on your left ear, Greg.
I know.
I just thought
Or his right.
I just thought that was odd.
I
They've
took
been
them off
giving him a
because
headache.
they
were
hurt
hurting.
my...
They're
Like you
squeezing
can probably
his
see the
noggin.
grooves on
Oh,
the side
gotcha,
of my head.
gotcha.
Yeah, you need
Digging into
bigger.
my head.
So you're saying you're groovy?
Yes.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm
Diggity.
extra groovy. Oop.
Cocked.
Okay, so it's going to be 21 to hit.
21 does hit.
And that's going to be for 17.
17 on C.
If you shift over there, you'll get advantage.
Okay. Good hit. That bloody C.
Okay.
Advantage.
F is also bloodied.
Okay.
Bloody F.
Oh, shoot. That's kind of cool. I rolled two 18s.
Probably a
That's
hit.
going to be 28 to hit.
That definitely hits.
Okay, and that's going to be for 12, 20.
20 points on C. C is still up.
Oh, damn. Use my extra point.
Your fizzy point?
Yes.
There we
Your
go.
action point.
Yes.
Take another attack.
Single weapon attack.
Critical.
Oh,
All right. I'm going to use
Nice.
another.
Matisse with a flurry of laser sword and strikes.
All right. So,
A flurry of sword jobs.
Whoa.
oh.
Lorraine bobbiting it here.
Yikes.
Whoa.
Don't be doing that.
Oucha.
That was low.
Oh,
Yes.
That's a 7.
No.
8.
Don't watch the movie Teeth. It's a terrible movie. Don't watch Teeth. It's horrible. Greg tried to math.
27. 37.
In a row?
42. Is that right? No, 37. 14. So it is 44. Plus 6. 50.
50. You smash that trooper's head open with your laser sword.
What was that?
Falls to the ground dead.
Like a Gallagher and a watermelon?
Yeah, basically.
Man.
Maybe next time they won't come in here and attack me while I'm drinking.
I don't think
Next time.
kids these days know who Gallagher is anyway.
Is that your turn, Greg?
Yes.
All right, good job. Then Strax, Hobgoblin, Artificer, Fighter, and Constructs. We still have F and E. F is paralyzed and bloodied, and E is doing okay.
Doing okay.
Probably gonna get this that long.
Well, you can't go through the bar.
No, I'm getting range. 30,
Okay.
35,
Counting range.
40, so 35 to there, 40 to there.
Jump up on the bar. Stand on the bar.
Hey, it would be difficult terrain to hop up there, right?
Yeah, sure. You have to kind of crouch.
Where's my spell list? Darn it. Get over here.
Where's our artificer spell list?
Thank you. Eish. Website was not responding to my touches.
Ooh.
Sounds like a personal problem.
John's getting frisky with his tablet.
Oh boy.
There's nothing to see here, Dave.
I just touch my tablet and it does things for me.
Oh my.
Then I'll probably... You know what? Nah. No point in getting fancy at this point. Pew pew.
Pew pew. And crossbow.
Battle music.
Yep. You got lasers going.
There's lasers shooting off.
Freaking laser.
Okay, so fire missile number 1 on F.
Laser beams.
AC high, 29
29 hits.
for 8
8. This is on F.
on F.
Okay. Okay, just sits there. Gets hit with a crossbow bolt.
AC more for 10.
10. Gets hit again. Still standing. Having a bad day.
And AC even more for 8.
8. Falls dead.
That was
That's awesome.
Gets hit with 3 hand crossbow bolts. Pew pew pew.
Yeah, that other one with Strax is awesome. It's amazing.
Okay, and I'm going to start to send him 5, 10, 15, 20, 25.
Still defenders being moved around the bar.
Yeah, just move him over there and you
Okay.
can shuffle around if he needs to.
Okay.
Okay.
And then we're on to Luigi. There's only Shock Trooper E, so let's see. Roll for eye-ray. Here we go.
Pew pew.
2, paralyzing ray.
Nice.
Fails.
All right. Wasn't quite as smart as C.
Ray number 2
Uh,
is charm ray. Paralyzed and also charmed.
oh
Ray number 3. 10, death ray.
oh.
With my death ray, I will stop the world.
Let's see.
That's supposed to be free,
Paralyzed
right?
target
I know.
automatically fails deck saves, I
yes,
believe.
they do.
So that's 10d10.
Oh. Super dead.
See, that's just being mean. Charm them to being your friend and then killing them.
Isn't that what serial killers do?
Don't piss off Luigi.
We're not speaking of Dexter.
But he is Dexy. Oh.
But bum.
All right, let's see. 10d10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
Nice.
Let's see. 10.
Ooh, let's get a picture of Matisse.
Awesome.
Trying to get good pictures of your minis.
Thank you.
20. 26, 32, 40, 41.
Those are good measurements.
So 41 damage on Shock Trooper E.
Probably bloodies it.
Actually didn't kill it.
Actually, no, it did not.
Wow.
So, yeah, 41 damage. That Shock Trooper was fresh. Now is paralyzed and charmed and took a whole bunch of damage and is definitely bloodied.
Bloody! Bloody!
Okay. So, that Shock Trooper is paralyzed and charmed for 1 hour.
Sure.
Although I think the charm probably gets broken if he
Takes damage.
gets hit with the death ray.
Yeah.
But
Wait, you're not my
the Shock
friend.
Trooper is still
What?
paralyzed and tries to
No idea what you're
save.
talking about.
Tries to save out of the paralyzed at the end of its turn. End of their turn. Still paralyzed. Okay.
Still immobile.
Oh,
This
geez.
is why I didn't waste any of my spell slots. I knew it probably wasn't going to last much longer.
Okay. So, top round 3, there's only one Shock Trooper left, which is paralyzed and is bloodied. And we are on to Janie, Kalashtar Sorceress.
I don't think we just coup de grace him at this point.
Pretty much. Patrons are still cowering underneath their underneath their tables. It's a paralyzed, very badly injured shock trooper.
Advantage on attacks.
I think I'm going to mind sliver him.
Okay.
Brutal.
So that is an intelligence saving throw.
Oh boy.
10.
That'll fail.
Okay.
See, that's 3d6s.
3d6 on a mind sliver. It's pretty good.
Nice.
All right, so that's 8 plus 6 is 14.
14 on E. Takes psychic damage and goes down.
Nice.
Done.
No, sir.
And I didn't surge.
Okay. Is there a bolt on the door that I can see that's obvious?
Thanks, Greg. There is a bolt on the door, yes.
Okay, Arvine.
There's like a bar that you can put down
Okay,
across it.
Arvine puts the bar on the door.
Okay. Let's see. So fairly quickly, the patrons come back up and go back to what they were doing.
Like,
It's
oh
just-
god, they saved our butts again.
Status quo.
Bar fight, whatever. It happens.
I say, Luigi, do you want me to open this back up? I don't know how many of them might still be outside.
Hold on just a minute.
For you, it was a life and death struggle against cataclysmic forces. For us, it was a Tuesday.
Luigi goes over to
Tuesday.
the circular bar in the center of the room, and uses the telekinetic eye stalk to open up a circular opening directly above his head, and flies up through. I mean, there are other floors above this level,
Right.
but it doesn't seem to be rooms apparently right above where he is. So he kind of goes up and disappears, and maybe like 10 seconds later comes back down and says, "I don't see any more of those troopers like right outside the bar."
All right. She opens the lock.
Seems to be all clear.
All right. Well,
Well, that's not good.
I suspect somebody's probably going to come looking as soon as these guys don't check in.
Can we disguise Matisse in a hurry? Do you have the supplies with you to do that?
I don't know what I would need.
A
I thought
disguise
it was
kit.
something we had done before, but I don't remember.
I think I was disguised for a little bit. Just
We
I
had done
mean-
some basic disguises when we did our first arena fight,
But we could put her in shock trooper armor.
but I believe that our disguise try on Arvine didn't work very well since she's very tall and very blue.
Well,
Oh.
if it comes down to it,
That's what I meant.
Matisse.
Yes,
Yeah.
sorry.
Yeah.
if it comes down to it, I can put you in the sack.
no, thank you.
Love it.
You don't want to be in the bag of
last
holding, Greg.
time we took shock trooper
trooper
armor
armor.
in shock trooper frock. And then Janie and I wore it, and we escorted you guys like prisoners. But I feel like that's more likely to attract attention that we.
I think somebody
don't
was
want.
invisible too.
I think
Probably,
the droids
because
We
they
turned
were.
the droid
The droids were invisible,
or
and
something.
then
Yes,
we were
somebody was
escorting
invisible.
Strax and Matisse as prisoners. Yes. So- but I think that we're more likely to get confronted by other shock troopers if we match them
Actually,
in this world.
I'm going to check the shock troopers that we just took down for a
The ones that aren't
communications
disintegrated?
device. Because it's kind
The
of
ones
sounded
that
like
aren't
it.
dust.
Yeah.
Yeah, there is one pile of dust there. Yeah. There's another one heavily
Badly burned.
took lots of necrotic damage. Okay, so you take off one of the helmets,
Checking for earpieces or
and it's a human male,
Yeah. No surprise.
which is what you found on Dakor anyway. And there is a communication piece inside the helmet. I'm trying to think, like, if you guys probably would have tried to experiment with that when you first put them on. I would assume when you guys were on Dakor. So you know that it basically has it's a short range communication device, basically for like a platoon leader to speak with the people in the platoon. But it doesn't have a long range to it. Is that where you were
That's just a little thing.
Just
That's
trying to see if we can like hear what's going on.
precisely. Yes. I'm assuming
From
it has
from here to the docks, you wouldn't be able to get anything. But if you got closer to the docks and there were troopers down there,
right.
then yes, you could probably get some chatter. Yeah.
Yeah, it's mostly what I'm looking for. Yes, a bit of chatter, or if anybody tries to communicate with these guys, or if just like, somebody starts saying, we need to go check this place. We can know not to go to that place, that kind of thing.
Or
Okay.
to go to that
I'm
place.
assuming it's got some kind of on-off switch for the microphone type thing.
Yeah, it can be shut off. Yeah.
Okay, I don't want them to listen to us.
What?
I would imagine too that
You Englished me.
my armor is fairly distinctive, so because it's blue, so I can't really hide myself that way. So
Well, the thing that's odd about them, which you already discovered. I don't know if I explicitly mentioned it or not, but they all seem to be clones of one another.
You might have.
They're
Which
all
is
about
why
the
we
same
didn't put you
height.
in the armor before,
Right,
because
'cause
of
you're
your
too tall.
Right.
Jenny and I
They're
are
all the
two
same
are
height.
short enough.
They all look the same under the
Gotcha.
armor.
So
Boba?
I just watched the Book of Boba Fett.
I have not watched that yet.
first episode was good.
That was good. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah. I mean, you have some suits of armor there.
Arvian turns to Luigi and says, "Sorry about this. Hate to
It's not
think
the first time we've had a fight in the bar.
Yeah.
Are you
that-
okay?
Yeah, I'm
This
fine.
could bring more down on you, though, than I think you understand. They probably have an army, and their leader is far more dangerous from what
Well, we're just gonna have to go take out the army then, aren't we?
Luigi
Need to protect my favorite watering hole.
Yeah, I'm not too worried about them, Irene.
Okay, well, I'm glad.
Did you see him fight?
I did. That was impressive.
You're amazing.
Thanks, Janie. You too.
So it seems to me that we must go to this
Stop it,
boat
Jenny,
and
you've
see
already got
what's
her all.
going on with it.
Well, I don't know that we want to pick a fight with the whole boat, but we should try to figure out what's going on. So,
Clearly, they figured out where we are.
right?
So they know.
Well, it's because the Red Bounty Hunter works for Zaxos, and the Red Bounty Hunter has been here. They know
Right.
what we're
Oh
on.
shit, Earl.
Oh, we
gotta
better
check
get back to the
on Earl.
forge.
Yeah.
Let's go back to the forge first.
Quietly.
Is there a sneaky way to go? Is there tunnels?
Hey Luigi, you got a back door?
I think
More
I can
tunnels?
still zap around.
I just realized that was a bit of a personal question for a beholder, but whatever.
About his back door.
Whoa.
Oh my.
It's kind of in question.
Luigi didn't take it that way. There is a back door to the tavern.
So he doesn't take it that way. That's good to know.
And there we have Yahtzee.
There was already a romantic discussion at one point where he said he wasn't really looking for that from
No.
people.
Beholders are weird creatures. Anyway.
They're solitary creatures.
Right.
Yes.
They don't have any kind of a sex or anything.
Right.
There's no gender.
He's not a he. He's a they.
Janie had asked him at one point if he ever thought about having a girlfriend.
Yes, Janie asks those kinds of questions. Let's move on.
Okay, so you're going out the back of the bar, right?
We're going out the back.
Out the back.
Quietly.
Out the back door.
Okay.
Like poop.
Wow.
Knew I should have had that entrance into the underground.
So the bar is not very far. The tavern's not very far from the Hammer Unicorn Forge.
Right.
That's
we're
why we like it.
A
Where you're
block
all
away.
located. Right. So essentially, you start to go through the cluster of houses that basically kind of surround the bar, and you can see from like a fair distance away that there's like a group of shock troopers standing outside the forge. They're just standing there right now. There's no laser fire. Doesn't seem to be any kind of commotion. They're just kind of patrolling.
Hanging.
Does it look like they just happen to be there, or are they like actually guarding the doors?
It's pretty obvious that they're staying directly in front of the forge.
Both doors?
Number 2.
Not the side door. No,
Not the side door.
no.
Can we get to the side door without attracting attention?
There's a couple of them standing right near the front door, and there's like 4 other ones that are kind of basically pacing back and forth in pairs in front of the forge. The side door is not guarded from where you can. I mean, it's kind of a little bit around the corner from where you can see, but but you don't think you can see anybody back there.
Is there like a way through alleys to get back to the side door without being in sight of the front door?
I think I actually have a map of the rock right here
have one
in my
somewhere.
binder. I know I
Really
know
big one.
there is
It's
one.
hard to get.
I only got
We have one.
the very high overview.
Let's see. Where is maps? Here we go. Checking my binder.
Hold, please. Your call is important to us.
I do have a printout, but it's so small that I cannot see the roads right next to the forge.
Yeah, that's all I got. Is this one?
I see.
Okay, where's the giant laminated?
It's
It's
one layer.
underneath
It's
everything.
Here.
Underneath
It's
everything.
one layer underneath, but
We have to like hang that up sometime.
just hanging it back there.
Yeah,
I've
we
been
should.
thinking about that. Yeah.
I'm just gonna say yes. I'm gonna say yes. You can like walk around the block and go somewhere else and get to the side door.
The block tonight.
So try to sneak in the side door and make sure everything's okay inside.
I will have to have all of you make a stealth check because it's not that far from the front of the building
Okay.
where there's patrols. So
Okay. Is
Well,
there
some
anything we
people
can
get,
use as a group to help that?
pluses.
Invisibility or?
I was just looking for that. I think I do not have
I am not
invisibility
gonna make it
prepared.
because I have
I
disadvantage.
think I.
Well, that's if
might.
something gave you advantage, then it would
Be
balance
neutral.
you. Yeah.
yeah. So you guys tell me you guys haven't done anything yet. You're considering trying to sneak
I
in.
have the option of greater invisibility that I could cast on someone that's not as stealthy.
I am not very stealthy.
Neither of you are.
No. I can help myself though. If
That's
I have,
right. You have
I
your
I can.
hobgoblin shenanigans.
Yeah. So
Multiple of
So
them.
I could cast greater invisibility on Matisse.
Oh, Matisse. Okay.
So I will touch you.
I thought you had Earl.
Wah, wah,
So
wah.
greater invisibility. Anything the creature you touch becomes invisible until the spell ends. Anything the target is wearing or carrying is invisible as long as the target's is on the target's person.
That's good because
Okay.
you're the one they're looking for specifically. So many benefits.
So you are now greater
For the
invisibility.
purposes of hiding, the
Thanks,
creature is
Janie.
heavily obscured.
So that should give you advantage on your stealth check, which will balance your disadvantage.
Says
You'd like to
it's a
think
bug.
that, wouldn't you?
Do you have the communication device with you, Strax?
I'm wearing it, listening. Yeah.
You're wearing it. Okay. So as you're sneaking around, you can pick up some chatter from the shock troopers. So what you hear, you hear one of the troopers say that Terzal wants them, at least one of them, alive.
Good to know, but just
Person.
one is not particularly useful.
One of you, one of you alive.
So that, yeah.
Yeah. And you basically gather that there are about another. It's hard to tell from what they're saying because they don't really call out numbers, but you're guessing there's probably maybe like another dozen troopers that are on a nautiloid ship that is docked at the docks. So it was those 6 at the bar. There's 6 here, and you think there's probably about another 12 on the ship down by the docks.
2 dozen total.
So we're gonna have to blow up their ship.
Yeah, we need to stop them from leaving. Well, they'll probably just send more. But
Well, then we can probably go off into space or something.
That's future Strax's problem.
And pull them away from the rock.
All right. Well,
So we
we're
have
gonna
greater
still-
invisibility on Matisse.
So
That
I've
was- that
cast
was
greater
one.
invisibility on Matisse.
So
Okay.
for the purposes of hiding, he is heavily obscured.
Okay.
I, however, must roll with disadvantage.
So do
Are we
I roll?
stealthing?
I guess we're stealthing to the back door, yes.
If that's all that you're doing
I'd like to
in
go in and make
preparation.
sure that they don't have like Earl hostage before we launch our plan of attack.
Well, we're still going to just sneak up and look in the window at least.
So the plan is that we're trying to go in the side
Yes.
door.
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
Everybody make stealth checks, please.
Well, I failed it, so.
Well, what
wait,
did you get?
Hold on. That is a 1, but since I have the other one.
Wait, why are you rolling 2?
Oh,
You should have
rolled
only
just
been
one.
rolling 1, so
Okay.
start over, pick
yeah,
one.
Advantage, yeah, advantage plus disadvantage, you roll.
Yeah.
Is regular.
So plus 7
Oh,
plus
man.
2. So.
Wait,
So it's 13.
where did you get that?
So I have +7 there.
Oh, and +2 from your aura.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, that's right,
You
we
have
can-
a good stuff.
Okay, so I'll go around the table, and
You
Janie.
get stuff from your aura on a regular
On a
ability check?
saving throw.
They're not saving throws.
Oh.
It's
so
a
I don't-
stealth check.
So I don't include that then.
No,
So it's 11.
11.
Hang on.
Hanging on.
I got. You got a worse roll than me, so.
I rolled shite.
There
Bend
it
it.
is.
I can't bend a 2, which is a 4 with my.
You can bend it too.
Still.
You just can't bend it very
You
far.
can't bend him.
Look at Batista and say,
Constructs have
no,
to
no, no,
roll
no.
too.
You don't want to. No, you gotta walk quietly.
He's giving you a stroke of genius.
Flash of genius. You get +5 to that roll.
Oh, okay.
He's stroking you.
So what was your total?
Flashing.
I'm not stroking him. I'm flashing him.
It's close
It
enough.
was 11 before.
Oh, it's 11, so it would
Okay,
be...
so 16.
16, okay.
Okay, Janie,
Thank you, Strax.
4.
4. Okay, Irene,
21.
21. Okay,
Also 16.
also 16. Okay, what about the droids? Or are you
Oh,
bringing
I keep
them?
forgetting about the droids.
Are you bringing them with you? You don't necessarily have to bring them up to the forge if you're trying to be sneaky. It's up to you.
I'm gonna stuff SDO1 in the bag.
Okay, that's fine.
Get in the bag.
They definitely might notice GH88,
GH88.
like C3POing over there.
You like that vibe that I gave him with my paint job?
Yes.
+1.
Yeah, that paint job is looking really good.
Vibe.
I love it. Yeah,
I just weathered it tonight, so now it's a little less blingy.
yeah, it looks
Weather your
great.
shit, bro. Even if I bent
I
that
need to get him back to the
max, it'd
forge
only
at the
be
very
an 8.
least. So yeah, he'll try.
Okay, he's gonna try.
It's a group check, so.
13.
13.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so I need the totals again. Greg was 16. You were 4. You were 21. Strax was 16.
And then 13. Let's add this up here.
Okay.
Hey, if Jamie
16
failed it in and of herself, she could just
4
fireball.
21 plus 16.
Oh, you have the
plus
teleport
13
thing still,
That's
don't you?
true.
Is 70
you just
for
teleport
1,
in there.
2,
Was that a 1 hour thing or 1 minute
5.
thing?
I think it was 1 minute.
That
one
made the
minute is
roll
gone.
average of 14.
Okay. So with the help of one another, and basically, keeping a close look on the way that the troopers are basically coming back and forth in front of the building and trying to time it just right, and trying to help each other out, you do manage to sneak in without them detecting you.
With our experience sneaking around in Game Boy games.
Okay, so
Bring it
have
on.
we peered in the windows, seen that nobody's there, and
just
slipped
said we
inside?
snuck in.
Okay, so
Snuck in.
Snuck in.
Snooped
You
in.
snuck in.
Snuck in.
You're
I
inside
did not
the forge.
need all that
Okay,
sugar.
that's
Oh my
making
god.
sure.
Is Earl there?
Yes, Earl is there.
Earl.
There are customers coming and going despite the fact that the shock troopers are there.
Oh,
Right.
okay. Call Earl into the back.
Earl comes out the back.
Hey, Earl, we're closing up shop for today.
Okay, boss.
Make sure you lock up on your way home.
Will do.
All right. Have a good night.
You too, boss. Goes and shuts the door. He pushes some of the customers out and shuts the door and locks it. The shock troopers don't really seem to respond.
Okay. As long as Earl locks the door when he leaves,
Yeah.
that's all that's important.
Yep.
We want to take a short rest and then start hunting storm-footed shock troopers.
his way out.
I don't think none of us really heard or anything. So
You can see through the windows that Earl just
I got
walks
some
down the
attack
street.
utility
Okay.
points, but-
I trust that.
We could
Clearly very invested in Earl.
I guess with the doors locked and us sequestered in the back room, I guess we could take a short rest to discuss our options.
Yeah. Earl also shuts the shutters in the windows when he leaves.
Okay.
He's picking up on something, obviously, because of the...
we don't normally close up shop.
Right, and there's these weird people standing out front. So he closes the windows and locks the door on his way out. So they have... So as far as you know, the shock troopers have no idea that you're in there.
Okay, and just so there's no ogres, I have locked the back door.
Sounds good?
We should have invited Luigi to come shock trooper hunting with us.
Luigi has got his own troubles to worry about.
that's true.
got
Hoping that
his own
proprietor.
hoping people don't come after him in his bar, but he'll be okay.
He can deal with it.
I was so excited to like have this adventure happen and have
Actually
it
get to
happen.
play Luigi.
You get to play Luigi.
Play up the holder as the Bugatti.
And I was looking through all the Loki books for a really good bar that I could use for the tavern. Okay, so you guys are in there. You say you're taking a short rest. Is that what I heard?
Yeah, we're going to take a short rest while we discuss our plan of action here.
Okay, go ahead and take a short rest. Not that you guys really took any damage during the fight,
I was
but
going to say, like,
Well, like
My spell
Kate says, they
utility.
get some utility back.
Yeah.
okay.
Like their action
Well, if
splurge
you
and
had
things like
used
that.
your action surge, you would get
If
it
I
back
click
too.
short
That's
rest,
right.
I do.
Yeah,
I keep forgetting.
Fighter. Good
I forgot
grief.
my action splurge. I knew I got another.
if you
attack
have something like
overlap. I
action
just remember
surge,
where.
I think a short rest
In
resets
fact,
that.
you
I don't know,
get two
Kate.
if you have extra.
Kate,
attack.
if you hit short rest on D&D Beyond, does it give you your action surge back?
I think so. Let me double check
Automatically?
that it came back.
And the point is a long rest, I would assume, right?
The action point's
yeah,
a
the
long
point
rest.
is
Yes.
yeah,
Yep.
so, but the action surge came back.
A short rest does absolutely nothing for me.
Sorry.
There are some classes.
Except if I
yeah.
roll hit dice.
Yes, correct. Yeah.
No, I-
That's usually the case for casters.
Y'all are like,
Okay.
short rest, and I'm like, why?
Yeah, it didn't give me my my
attacks
spell
are
slots.
Unless you're a
No, you
warlock.
don't get any spell
Yeah,
slots.
for a warlock, you get your like 3 spell
Say-
slots back.
Yeah.
If we make the front visible, can you hold all of them?
No. Okay.
Well, you do know that they have the ability to potentially resist what she's doing. It's not like bam, they automatically are
Right,
all.
but she can at least try, and
She
they're
can
in
try.
enough of a group that she could try on all of them without having to go too high.
Well, I'd
She'd
have to go
pretty
all the
high
way up
level.
to my highest level, which I only have 1 spell slot up.
I'm just reminding
Do
you. I
6
mean,
at once.
Yeah.
all of
And
them,
they have
all
to
of
be within
them,
30 feet of each other all at once.
all of them could save. All of them could fail.
And I
One
could
of them
have
could
wasted a
save.
7th level spell slot.
I mean, we can take them out, or we can go take out the mothership and leave them stranded.
Well, as far as I'm concerned, going right to the Solar is taking out the ship. I mean, if we leave the other mooks here around here stranded, well, they'll get annoyed, but there won't be much of a problem.
Could you,
Not that I'm usually a proponent for the fire disasters, but I'm okay with lighting their whole ship on fire.
When are you ever against this?
When other people that I like get hurt, or that don't deserve to get hurt. I didn't like it when I burned that goblin.
Yeah, he probably deserved it for something.
could you use that communication device, Strax, to get these guys warned off to somewhere else, just so that we sneak out successfully for sure?
High risk maneuver. I don't think we need to worry about that.
They're using call signs in their chat, John, like
Yeah.
like TK427.
Yeah,
things like that.
that's what I figured. So just shouting orders into a communicator probably is not going to work very well.
Probably not.
Not for someone like Strax. No offense.
Noisy table.
You're a noisy table.
It's not like if the shock troopers see you, it's not like shoot on sight kind of a thing. They tried to apprehend you, so
Right.
just bear that in mind.
Yeah, they still technically want at least one of us alive. So
They want at least one of you alive. Yeah.
too bad we don't want them alive. Nuts to them. All right.
I'll tell you also, John, that Strax does get during the short rest. You hear a lot of chatter during the short rest, and you do hear that there are other Illithid Empire ships on the way to the rock.
Oh, that's problematic.
Well,
That
'cause we
changes
know that
things.
we've been found.
Yeah. That changes things.
Do we just bug out?
That's probably. I hate doing that, but that's probably the smarter move.
I mean, they're like weeks away from what you can hear on the chatter.
I mean, I'd like to take out what's here just because it's kind of fun.
Oh, I'm rubbing off on Arvine here.
Wow. Arvine's got to change her heart. Take out one
Don't think I'm not
hippopotamus
sore
flap
about Bron
captain,
too.
and she's all about taking
Might
out
not
the
be
ship.
as flashy as Janie, but don't think I'm not upset.
Well, let me think. I am supposed to be the smart one of the group, so
You also hear chatter about the artifact, about trying to find the artifact.
that is a given. I think. All right. Well,
I'm not the intelligent one. I'm the charismatic one.
I am certainly not the intelligent one.
there are more ships coming. This is obviously a vanguard of some kind, and if they're at least a few weeks away, if we take out this ship, we are basically announcing our presence. But then again,
We could take out the ship and then take off.
that's probably at least that would prevent them from following us.
It might take them off the trail.
Of course,
Buy
That's-
us some time.
that's actually an interesting question. How did they even know where to find us?
The bounty hunter was
The
here.
Red Bounty Hunter works for Zaxos
All right.
and for Matisse's old employer.
I told you we should have killed him.
How did I give you guys that information?
The Oracle of Fire.
Okay. Yes.
It's like, wait, are you meta-ing again?
Well, it had been brought
Are
up.
you assuming?
It was brought up a couple of times, so I assumed that I put it in there. I just didn't. Chris couldn't remember how I did it, but the
retrospect-
Oracle makes sense. Yeah.
In retrospect, we probably should have killed the Oracle of Fire too.
It sounds like the Oracle has told people that we have it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
See?
the Oracle's not a bad entity. It's just.
Of course not. It's a
just-
precious
just
source.
Information
questions.
that it can give out.
That's right.
So it's a
Yeah.
liability. Therefore, we should have killed it.
Oh, who's to say that we would have been able
Kate's
to
just
kill
over
it?
here shaking her head like, oh,
Whatever.
why does Strax
this little
wanna kill
girl-
everything?
This little girl is an Oracle. Kill her! Kill her!
She might be able to rat us out.
Trying to bend the spoon again.
There is no spoon, Sarah. Apparently, I broke Sarah with a spoon.
I'll keep bludgeoning you with a spoon.
I want to see that new movie.
Anyway,
Anyway.
Yes, the connection seems to be the Red Bounty Hunter. Yes.
Okay.
All right. Well, if we're going to be taking off, we need to get a hold of the crew. We can't.
I still have my communicator.
this is
I
so
can try
unlike
to-
Janie to be in on the plan, but she's so pissed off right now.
I try to activate the communicator and see if Hal answers.
Yes, Arvine?
Hey Hal, we need to get off world relatively quickly. Can you muster the crew and tell me how long that might take?
I'll have Quartermaster Olo get the rest of the crew immediately.
Okay. How long?
That'll take probably an hour.
Okay. All right. We will be at the ship within that time frame and ready to go.
Very good, Arvine.
All right.
Give us at least
So
time
we've got
to.
about an hour.
We got about an hour to get down to their ship, disable it, and get onto our ship. Piece of cake.
Okay.
We may not
So is the
successfully
plan to
sneak out
go
of here.
and basically set the ship on fire and take out whatever comes off of it?
Well, we need to disable that ship completely so that it can't. I'm sorry.
Well, if we
Communicate.
kill
Much better.
everything that would drive it, then
Well,
I
I
guess
think
the-
he's
yeah.
indicating that we would want to keep it from being able to tell things what's going on.
sure.
Well, I'm thinking more
Two.
of being able to keep it from following us.
that too.
Yeah,
Okay.
So,
but if we kill everything on it, then it can't follow us.
given my knowledge of Spelljammer ships,
Uh-huh.
what would be the weakest points? I guess. I mean, there's the fins that come out, but I don't know how
Is it a
decorative they
spelljammer
are.
ship?
Well, each ship is a different design.
Okay.
They are on a nautiloid ship, which I don't think I have a picture for reference right now. Actually, there's probably one on my DM screen.
It's on the back of the DM screen. Look at that.
Yes, that is a nautiloid ship.
The one that looks like
Okay.
a nautilus shell?
Yes, that is the nautiloid ship right there.
So
Awesome
what
DM
we-
screen, honey.
Yep. So bulky, not too many obviously weak points that will just fall off. There is the main
Probably
mast.
not a lot of exits.
You'd have to find some way to disable the spell jamming helm in some
For
way.
it to not be able to fly
like
off.
short circuit it, try to stop it from working in some way.
Light it on
I
fire.
don't know that you have that knowledge necessarily. I mean, if you want to make some checks and so forth, we can try to figure that out.
I can always try a general.
If you want to make an intelligence check, actually, you can do Arcana.
I will do an
Want
Arcana
to do
check.
Arcana check?
I have a +6 in Arcana. Can I help him with that?
Sure.
With my
Oh,
Sure, sure.
knowledge?
A magic dry? Could I dispel magic?
You're not sure. It's possible.
This one's cocked. 29.
29. Okay.
Nice. The Wonder Twins unite.
So
Of.
so using a very high level dispel magic can temporarily cause it to go inert. You're not really sure exactly, like as far as like spell slots go or like spell level.
Which is if you hit it hard enough with a dispel magic.
Yeah, it's got to be a very high level spell magic, which can cause it to go inert. If you have some kind of a device that has like an anti-magic field attached to it, again, that was produced by a very powerful source of some kind. As long as the spell jamming helm is within that area of like anti-magic field, it would stay inert as long as that was present.
I don't think I have anything like that, or I could create anything like that with what I got.
Magic field.
Sometimes large amounts of energy being poured into the spell jamming helm can cause them to explode.
I have a piton. Could I jam that into something?
You could try.
Put a button in it.
But if it's exposed to a large amount
Could
of
I
energy,
shocking grasp it? No.
it could potentially overload if it's exposed to a large amount of energy.
You do ice storm and
I mean,
just
with any ship, if we do enough damage to it,
Yeah, but-
Conceivably, if you were to just attack the spell jamming helm with enough damage over time, you could destroy it.
But we also have a dozen guards. to
What
deal
if we
with.
like Dragon's
well, I feel
Breath?
Like we need to
Like,
kill the guards anyway.
I have ice storm. I can just destroy the ship with that.
You also know that they're built to be resilient, so that these things can't just be taken out like with something easy. So
fire or ice. Or,
yeah, I mean,
yeah.
fire would not
I
work.
mean,
Cold would
we
not
set
work.
off a couple of fireballs on our own ship and it survived.
Correct. Yes.
Right.
Yes.
Well, I mean, they weren't 7th level fireballs.
And they were on
But-
the top deck, not inside the ship.
Sure.
I mean, if we set fire to the ship and nobody puts the fire out, the ship will
Alternatively, we
burn.
could just blow up the helm itself. And they wouldn't have any way to
I
pilot
have
the
a
thing.
globe of invulnerability.
Yes. If you were to take out what they were using to basically steer their ship with, they would have to repair it before they could steer the ship again.
Bugatti has
What he said.
opinions as well.
I think that's about the extent of a knowledge. 29 was really good. I think I gave you about everything that could probably affect them.
All right.
That being
what do
said,
we got
if
to
we
work with? We've got a
kill
whole
all-
forge of equipment here.
18 of them that are left, there'll be nobody left to steal the ship.
Or we could steal the ship.
We could steal the ship
That could be useful.
if we don't destroy it. Go fly into their regime and
Oh, actually, you know what?
Leave it as a decoy.
Chris just remembered something which you would know.
Okay.
They have a special kind of a helm called a pool helm. I'm trying to remember. I'm really flexing my brain here because I read this in the early part of the campaign. But it basically involves having like a bunch of pools like in an area rather than it being just like, like a chair or a crown or something like that. It's a bunch of pools that are networked together in order to steer the ship because the mind flayers are psionic. So they
I was gonna say,
control.
that's very Illithid.
Yeah, so they control it with psionics.
Yeah.
So you don't know the specifics around that, but you do know that they basically it makes
takes
more
more than one person.
right.
It's not something you can set on fire.
Well, no, I'm just saying that like if it was like a helm, you could try to put all of your energy on the helm. In this case, there's like a series of pools. So you'd have to go and basically disable each individual pool rather than just one item. It's like a bunch of different items that are linked together.
And then-
So it just makes it
So
more
it's not
difficult.
like our Spelljammer where it's one person sitting with a crown on its
Correct.
head steering it.
Correct.
This is multiple different people and different pools of energy.
Correct.
So here's
Okay.
the problem. If they have pools and they're controlled by Illithids, then in addition to 12 shock troopers, does that ship have Illithids on it?
That must.
It's probably got at least one.
Hold on a second. You're not sure if they need multiple Illithids or not. You just know that there are multiple devices. That's a little vague. You're not really sure about that. But there are definitely multiple devices.
But if the ship got here, the shock troopers didn't drive it.
Right. You've heard them
So-
make mention of the name Terzal a couple of times, which you gather is the person who is the Illithid, who is the captain of the ship. You've only heard of basically the one Illithid being on the ship right now,
I mean, we could just
which
try
would lead you to believe that you don't need multiple Illithids to drive the ship.
All right. Well, there's also actually that's another potential target. We could just take out this Troggle guy, and they won't be able to steer the thing.
assuming he's the only one.
Well, it's the only one I've heard.
Yeah, you're pretty sure that the ship would be dead in the water, so to speak, if they did not have an Illithid to pilot it.
All right.
We could try that. I don't know how easy he'll be to find. I don't know what's involved in fighting Illithids.
It sounds like he's on the ship.
Well, we've done a lot of research on Illithids.
Sucked the brain out of somebody that we cared a lot about.
Well, we know
So-
that an Illithid hybrid thing sucked the brain out of somebody that we care about.
Big metal guy.
Yeah.
Do
An
we know-
Illithid with like metal arms and shit.
I don't know. I think you'd want
the metal
you'd jump
squid
at the
face.
opportunity to take one out.
Matisse, do you know anything about fighting Illithids?
We've done a lot of research on
You did
Illithids.
already, right?
Wear helmets.
Yeah.
Be Janie and have no brain. Hate you guys.
You have to get the Juggernaut's helmet to stop the psionic attacks.
Juggernaut.
I mean,
Terrible movie.
I think
guess-
all of what you guys have said before probably would be what we should do. We should definitely go and strike first and then see what happens.
So you're in for a frontal assault on the ship. Take everybody out. Kill the bastards. Run away.
Maybe try to take care of these 6 before we go, so they don't sneak up behind us.
To some extent, if we can draw the shock troopers out, then that'll.
I don't
make
mind
me
trying to
go
sneak
after-
peek around the corner and
What's his face?
them before we leave.
I'm okay with that.
By I mean, light them on fire.
Let's take him out first and then see what we want to do to go to the docks to make a quick attack. All right.
So what's happening?
All right. I'm going to go up to the front door. I'm going to unlock the door. Say, hey, guys. I got something that a little bit better than those little pea shooters you got here. You want to check it out?
And then let me cone fire them on the way in the door? Is that the plan?
Irene has her sword
So
drawn.
the shock trooper says, "Are there more of you in there?"
Oh, just my assistant.
The guy that left?
Well, you think a shop this successful's just got one? He had a hot day tonight. He had to go.
Hey!
Why don't you come with us down to the ship?
Why?
Because Terzal wants you to come down to the ship. We're under orders.
Oh, well. Nah, I don't want to do that. Go back into the shop.
He tries to interpose himself when you try to close the door.
Irene interposes her laser swords.
I want him inside the door. I want him inside the shop so I can close the door.
Okay, all right. So I think I'm going to end it there, and we will start the next adventure having a fight at the door to the forge.
Apparently. What the heck? Hey guys, would you like to buy an O?
Hey, you guys weren't doing anything. Whatever.
I was just saying I wanted to sneak around the corner and
And fireball them.
Yeah.
Nah.
like cone of fire them.
John's like, I'd like to open the door and talk to them.
I was trying to be sneaky about it.
I think
Did we level, by the way?
we should let them take.
this
Should have let us
is-
them take us to the
I don't
ship.
think so.
No, this is 14.2, so
That's fine.
After next week.
the next one will be 14.3, so at the end of the next
Okay.
adventure, which is this Friday, by the way.
Yoo-hoo! Double D&D!
Yep.
Lucky for you, we didn't probably run through all the content you had planned.
No, you guys, I only had content up to the point where you guys, I assumed you would go back to the forge, and you would see the shock troopers there. And at that point, I've been doing something which I've been doing a little bit more toward the end of the campaign, is at the beginning, where I've been leaving things to improvisation much more than trying to write everything out and trying to predict everything, because any DM knows that's really hard to do with players, no matter how well you know them. So there's a lot of things where I'm like, from this point forward, just improvise based on what they do. And I had no idea, once the fight was over at Luigi's, I had no idea what you guys were going to do. So I thought it was interesting to see you guys, we're going to sneak in, and then what are we going to do? And then Jane's like, why don't we do this? And John's like, no, I'm going to do this instead.
Seriously, though, Strax would not like the sneaking around bit anyway.
I know, he's a little more too direct even for Janie.
I didn't know if you guys were just going to attack those shock troopers out in the street in front of the forge, or what was going to happen. I had no idea. But as a DM, I find that I like that. I just don't know what's going to happen. I just improvise.
Still.
I mean, yeah.
So
I mean, if I back away from the door, they're going to have to come in after me, or just stand there.
right, all right.
So,
Well,
Alrighty.
let's say goodnight to the listeners.
We love you.
If you enjoyed this podcast, please leave us a review anywhere this podcast can be found. Our social media links, plus additional content, can be found on our website at knightsofroleplay.com. Please tell your friends about Knights of Roleplay and Adventuring Podcast, and spread the word through social media. Your help and support are greatly appreciated.